Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 3. And I'm back with part 2 of What If Naruto Had Wang Ling's powers, guys. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also guys, if you haven't seen it yet, I've posted an hour-long movie over on Anime King. So go over there and check it out. And enjoy, guys. And yes, if you're new, I indeed have 4 more channels which I post What If on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So don't forget to go ahead and obliterate that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. So without further ado or wasting any more time, how about we jump right into this brand new episode? Let us begin now, guys. So, the last part that we left off, we saw Hinata Hyuga as she was spying on Naruto Uzumaki. Many people believing that he was just a nine-tailed Jinchuriki, but that was far from it. When Naruto was a mere baby, a celestial event took place. Many believing that it was something phenomenal that they would never see again. But what they did not know was, it was a literal universe itself restricting his powers. Naruto was born special, more special than anyone understand. He gained knowledge and understand things quickly, but that was just the tip of it. When Hinata was being kidnapped when she was 3, a 3-year-old Naruto went out to buy his favorite chips. He saw the kidnapper and hit him so hard. When the man dropped, he was motionless. He did not even know what the hell happened. Naruto told Hinata bye, placed a finger to his lips and not tell anyone. She kept his secret, saying that she was saved by a masked figure. No one could explain who it was or what was going on. Naruto wanted to pretend to be a normal individual, as he did not like to show off his powers, his abilities. It shows as he behaved like a normal person. Hinata Hyuga was a very special person for the clan. Due to the Hyuga situation being handled, and it was on Kumo's part, the Hyugas did not suffer any fatality. Neji was raised to be her guard and protect her and keep her safe. She told him that Naruto was special. He often watched her watch Naruto as well, but Naruto never gave anything away. As the time went by, she finally mustered up the courage to talk to him about what happened back then. However, he denied most of it, not agreeing to what she was saying. As Naruto made his way, it wasn't hard to graduate. It was extremely easy for him. He faked using hand signs because he did not need to. He could split himself into different pieces. He could do all sorts of things. Fly, hover, all sorts of things. Naruto heard that the scroll was stolen. As he was roaming the street, he did not sleep much unless he wanted to. He found Mizuki and Toji, who was responsible. He defeated them and wiped their memories, as he was so easily able to do that. It wasn't something that he often did. Naruto was placed on Team 7 with Kakashi Hatake, Hinata, and Sasuke. Things were good, yes they were. Hinata was happy, as she wanted to know his secrets, wanting to know why he hid how truly powerful he was. As time went by, Sasuke was the one to complain as they got a D rank. Kakashi believed that Naruto was not showing exactly what he was capable of. They went on their first mission. The demon brothers did not stand a chance. Zabuza, he did not stand a chance in the slightest, as Naruto lack of interfering due to Kakashi being the sensei proved to be what kept them alive. Iniri was upset, he was angry about everything. Naruto gave Iniri a wooden sword, telling him to use it to protect himself and his mother. He knew that eventually they would come. It was future sight in a way. When Naruto got to the bridge, Sasuke was able to awaken his Sharingan, as Haku did not stand a chance against Naruto. However, Hinata decided to step up, using her eyes to her advantage, as Naruto did not take all the spotlight. Hinata proved to be something dangerous. Neji was helping her overcome her shyness and teaching her. She was able to incapacitate Haku. They used that to their advantage. Yes, they did. As Zabuza stopped himself when Gato arrived. Betraying Zabuza was a one-way sentence to death. The problem was, even as the bandits had a clear strike, none of them could touch him, because Naruto wasn't allowing it to happen, as he used telekinesis to divert their weapons and blades, knocking them away. The head of Gato rolled, and Team 7 was seen as heroes as Zabuza took Haku and made his way off, as Team 7 was seen as heroes at the land of Wave. Iniri, Naruto wiped his memory so that he wouldn't remember what he did. Using the blade was no normal blade, as Naruto took it back away from him. To Iniri it was just a wooden blade, but it was far from that. It was extremely powerful. So yeah guys, basically as we left off, you guys can switch across the place, check it out for yourself. So to begin this new episode. The Land of Lightning, more specifically Kumo. That village was rumored to house the former location of the Sage of Six Paths. Many weapons, artifacts were taken and found, as Kumo was in the possession of many sacred artifacts from the past that they kept hidden away in their treasury. Recently, one of them went missing. They did not know if this came from the age of the Sage of Six Paths, or simply a time close to that, when things were more corruptive and dangerous, when the world needed weapons like this. It was a very special blade. Yes, a very special blade. The problem was they did not know the true extent of it. Whenever it was used, even in practice to try to understand, it brought nothing but calamity. The blade possessed a very unique, special poison. It originates from the chakra inside of the blade. When amplified by your chakra, that is when it truly started to move. This poison did not affect the body, but it affected the chakra system, burning it out eventually, leading to death. From what they've gathered, the wielder of the blade would also be affected, depending on the levels of their chakra. The blade was stolen by a former ninja of their village, now missing ninja. When it came to physical attributes, he wasn't anything special. A team was sent out. Kumo's system was different from Konoha in terms of their, genuine teams and their graduations and their mission level. There was 3 of them. Yes, there was 3 of them. A young girl, her name was Samui. She looked rather grown for her age, but she was just 14 years old. Blonde hair, blue eyes. A older girl, she had dirtier blonde hair, seemed much darker. She was currently 15 years old at the moment. Her name was Yujito, and she was special for more than one reason. She was also a Jinchuriki as well. You then had C and Darui. This is the clear difference between their teams and Konoha or any other teams. Darui was a very powerful shinobi already. C was on his way to becoming one of the best genjutsu user, and also one of the best medical ninjutsu user. Yujito was top priority, as she was a Jinchuriki. And as for Samui, she was a prodigy. The one that was in charge was Darui. As they made their way, they finally arrived to the location where they were able to corner him without him even noticing. He was in a village out of their region, but this village did not have ties to any of the others. It was a tourist spot, so they shouldn't be getting in any trouble or having any difficulty with movements going here. There was a hidden mine shaft there. Many said that it was unstable, that is why it was stopped use a long time ago. The problem was he wasn't the only one. As stated before, he wasn't special. But the weapon was extremely valuable, dating back from so long ago, and this idiot brought it here. Darui turned towards his team when Yujito saw it. What the hell? They turned as they saw him. A young boy. He appeared out of nowhere. The more shocking part was the headband. He hailed from Konoha. Naruto gazed down into the hidden mine shaft. Kakashi did say that if they found him, they were supposed to alert the others. Team 7 was currently on a mission. A very special artifact was stolen from a village. A golden artifact. It looked like a teddy bear. Naruto had seen the photo. The person that stole it, they tracked him to this place. Kakashi was trying to teach them all independence, trying to build future great ninjas. It's been 3 months since the event at the Land of Wave, as Naruto was able to explain everything. Well, mainly wiping Iniri and Tsunami memories, so there wasn't much there to explain. And Zabuza was the one that handled Gato. They came out unscathed as heroes, as Naruto was supposed to radio in with the others. However, it was much easier if he simply captured the guy right here and now. Naruto turned his gaze. He noticed them. But they weren't normal individuals now, were they? Naruto's eyes reflected like the Byakugan in a way, but he did not see their physical stature. But he could see their power though. He was surprised. Another Jinjulke, Naruto said, not expecting this. Yujito and the others were unable to be seen by normal eyes. It was Samui that questioned, Is he aware of us? That's not possible. Darui said, start to spread his senses, trying to see if he can pick up on anything. Then something abnormal happened. What the hell? He whispered. What's wrong? Darui said. It's like I'm being blocked. Like my senses are being pushed back from exploring. I've never felt this before. They all were confused. That was until the man that the Kumo team was searching for. He was aware of Naruto's presence. There was no hesitation as he rushed out, the blade in his hand. All of them knew that if that man was to kill Naruto right there and then, well, they didn't know his name, but if he was to kill that Konoha shinobi, this would be a problem. Konoha would take this as an aggression. It was Kumo weapon and a Kumo ninja. He could use that against them. We have to stop him. Now! Yujito was loyal to her village. Anything that put her village in jeopardy, she would stop it. Of course she would. Seeing this boy here, she knew that his team was probably not far behind. The moment the former Kumo ninja saw them, his chakra flared in fright, reacting to the blade. As stated before, they truly did not know everything about it. She immediately drew upon the power inside of her. She blitzed forward. Move, she said. She tried to knock Naruto away, but she hit nothing. That was her problem. Naruto was already gone. She hit nothing at all, and she was left wide open. The blade, it was purple. There was no physical blade, a chakra manifestation. It sliced right through her. The other's eyes went wide. If she had hit Naruto out of the way, she would have enough time to move herself, but she didn't expect that. Immediately she felt it. Due to her being a Jinchuriki, the process was a lot worse. She dropped to her knees. He turned, pointing it towards the others. "Come on, who's next?" he said, raising the blade. "If you want to end up like her, go ahead, try me. Or leave this place, and all of you won't have to die," he said. That is when Naruto saw the man that stole the artifact. Having seen the photo, when Naruto looked at the man back, he could see it. Naruto stepped forward as he moved, teleporting behind him. He turned. He was a common thief, nothing special. But still, he tried to fight. However, his body seemed to quadruple in weight. He collapsed down on himself by a single touch from Naruto. Naruto backed away and pulled out the artifact. His back was turned. It seems like he had some other friends. They all jumped out, weapons ready to skewer him. "He's dead," Samui said. Her tone sounded so emotionless. Naruto turned and summoned a literal tornado that pulled them in. Their bodies started to smash against one another, knocking them out cold. The others stood there shocked. The former Kumo ninja was confused. Believing Naruto to be the threat, he dashed forward and swung it. Naruto pulled out his wooden sword. As his blade cut right through, the form of chakra like it was nothing, actually shattering it, which should not be possible. The man stood there shocked, unable to believe what he was seeing, when suddenly, Samui kicked his feet away and smashed his head into the ground, knocking him out cold. Naruto then started to walk away. However, Yujito screamed. He turned as he saw the others. They were looking down at her with concern. See, trying to perform medical ninjutsu, but it was only making things worse. Naruto's eyes fixated on her, knowing that he doesn't have a lot of time. As Kakashi must have found out that something was going on over here, he stepped forward. They all looked up towards him. "You're killing her faster." "What?" said C. "It's not gonna work. Her body is not harmed. There is nothing that you can do." C clenched his fist as he realized what Naruto was saying was truthful. Well, he did not know his name, but what this boy was saying was truthful. Darui then realized something. "You say he cannot save her. Can you?" Desperate times call for desperate measures. This kid was an anomaly. "Yes, I can." "Move aside." Willingly, he was going to do so. But they did not trust him, none of them. As Naruto isolated the breakdown of chakra particles, he gazed over towards a blade that was right at Samui's feet. She noticed him looking at it, her eyes narrowing. He isolated the particles of chakra. He then proceeded to stitch her chakra back together. As he used his spiritual energy to compose her chakra for a moment, completely taking control. Her body went stiff, almost like she died, freaking the others out when she took a deep breath. He pulled his hand up, the both of them glowing blue, as he was holding a tiny blue ball in his hand, a flickering purple light inside of it. He destroyed it, saving her life. Her eyes opened as she jumped up. The pain was gone. The power was stable. What did you do?" "Save you," said Naruto. He turned his gaze. Kakashi was on his way. Naruto moved. Their eyes could not keep up. He grabbed the thief and started to run off, leaving them all there confused. Naruto made his way. As Kakashi arrived to see Naruto pulling the body, Holding the artifact. I found him, said Naruto, acting rather calm. Why am I not surprised, said Kakashi. There was always an explanation for Naruto, even when sometimes things did not seem normal. Kakashi radioed into the others. Naruto found him, he said. Naruto paused as he turned his back. He forgot to wipe their memories. They saw what he did. He turned as he looked towards the horizon. It's not like they know who he is. Then again, his headband did show that there was a lot of Konoha ninjas. Well, his features do stand out. Well, he would simply worry about that a later time. If they did come back, he could wipe their memories. Naruto thought as he made his way off. Time skip. At Kumo. A Konoha brat, you say? The Raikage said as he sat down, listening in, hearing what they had to say. He was curious. Seems like Konoha was hiding secret weapons. That sword, it was no longer usable. They tried. However, a swing from that wooden blade destroyed the concept of the sword to be used anymore. It seemed to be overpowered and useless. Yes, the blade that was once able to corrupt chakra was now useless, overpowered by a wooden blade. The Raikage was curious. He didn't to know that Konoha had a secret weapon hiding away. He desired to know more. He wanted to know more. Time skip. Sasuke wondered if he was seeing things. As they went on a mission to the land of waterfall that quickly turned deadly, Kakashi wasn't here. He watched as Suyin, a man that drank the hero water, he created a blade that was easily able to tear through stone and steel. However, Naruto casually grabbed his wrist. Even when the blade hit down on him, he punched it to nothingness. Sasuke had blacked out a moment later, as Naruto had been saving the other people, and he had decided to fight first. He wondered if he was seeing things. He woke up moments later as Naruto was standing over him, his hand extended. "Are you alright?" he said. "Yeah, I'm fine," Sasuke said, eyeing Naruto very carefully. Time skip. Naruto was simply walking as he was within Konoha when suddenly he turned the corner. Someone was following him. The person looped over the wall only to see Naruto standing there. "Can I help you?" Neji froze as he turned to see Naruto standing right there. He cleared his throat. As Naruto spoke first though, "You're Hinata's cousin," he said. They've never truly spoken or truly met, to be quite exact. "Yes, I am." "Why are you following me? Shouldn't you be keeping her safe?" Naruto said. "That is what I'm doing. She's been talking about you a lot lately. I'm just here to check you out." "Ah, you're overprotective." "That's good," said Naruto. "It's not like that," Neji said. "She's told me things about you. And I wonder to myself, what kind of person hide their true strength?" "I don't know what you're talking about." "There you go again. Tell me, Naruto Uzumaki, how truly strong are you? What is your intention with Hinata? Why hide your power?" "Well, to answer your questions, I am a genin. Secondly, Hinata is my teammate, and we've become friends. And I am a genin," Naruto said. "That is the only explanation I can give you. There is nothing really much to hide." "Is that so?" Neji said. He was studying Naruto. His Byakugan did not show him anything. He said. "Hinata is the heiress to the Hyuga clan. She's high status. You better watch out for her while you're doing missions." Why would you even have to ask that, said Naruto. Is there something else you truly desire to know? Yes, about you, but you're not telling me. I don't know what you're talking about. Neji felt like ripping out his hair, as Hinata's constant obsession about Naruto and watching. After a while, Neji started to take over that trait, to see exactly what he was hiding from the day when he suddenly just vanished. No one was that fast. Naruto tapped him on the shoulder. Bye now, he said. He casually walked away, eating that special, potato chips. Hey, Neji said, would you like the premium spicy potato chips? Naruto paused, as he slowly turned. Premium? I've never heard of that before. Well, it's not sold in Konoha. A member of my clan often leave the village, a village in the far east within the mountain area. It is quite, well, a small little nest town. They sell the premium spicy potato chips up there, and noodles as well, something you seem to be fond of. I could perhaps get some for you, if you tell me why you're hiding your strength. Naruto seemed to be struggling, truly struggling on this. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, said Neji. Just tell me what is truly going on. All I'm doing is looking out for Hinata's safety. You can understand that she's your teammate and a friend, you said. It is my task to make sure that she's safe. And I'm not trusting, well, you hiding what exactly you are or what you're capable of. Naruto took a deep breath as he looked into his bag, which was now empty. He really enjoyed them. Really much. However, he calmed himself. I'll have to go now, he said. As he walked off, Neji watched him very carefully. The next day, Neji was off mission right now when he saw Naruto with a premium bag. Neji was stunned. How? He was right. He somehow got to the location and purchased it. Neji watched him very carefully. He then made his way to Naruto's home. As he went up to the floor, when he looked through the window, Neji saw Naruto's table. It was filled with a premium bag. Naruto had no idea that they even existed. Neji was stunned. How? To travel from that place to here would take weeks. For a normal ninja, high class, it would even take days. But one day? Neji quickly hid away. As he made his way, he confronted Hinata. You were right. I was? About what? Your teammate Naruto Uzumaki. He's hiding something big. Oh, I know, she said. Why do you seem so calm about it now? Because we're on the same team. And I know that Naruto is a very nice person. But for some reason, he's hiding his strength. He just wants to be normal, but I intend to find out everything about him. For the past few days, I've been watching him. Hinata blinked. You have? As she then smiled. Were you concerned about my safety, she said. It's not just that, he said. I wanted to know what kind of person hides their strength. But he was able to leave the village and visit a location that would take weeks. It's just not possible. Well, we're on the same team now, so I intend to learn everything I can to find out all his latest secrets. Neji blinked. What's wrong? You sounded so dark right there, he said to her. I did? I didn't mean it like that, She started to babble a lot. Hinata had changed a lot. Her closeness with Neji had helped her develop in many different ways, as she was rarely stuttering these days, truly trying to become a great person for this clan in many different ways, trying to change it, and she had to be strong to do so. Time skip. It's a big surprise. Kumo was sending a team. Only one though. The thing was, Kumo has never sent a team to Konoha before. Even after the treaty was signed, they've never sent a team, so this was truly abnormal, truly strange in many different ways. Yes, it was. They were sending a team to the Chunin exams. The Hokage believed that this was a way to bridge fences, to show that they were no longer at each other's throats. Given what happened, yes, the incident that they were able to sort out, as no side took full responsibility. And the only debt that came from that was the one that break the treaty. Thus, they can coexist with one another without constant tension, without constant hate. He will watch carefully and see just how this plays out. As Naruto was walking to meet up with Kakashi, he saw the girl with two others. It was Samui. She was with Amoy and Karu, who were both 13 years old. Immediately, Naruto walked past them. However, they did not see him as himself. He now looked like an adult in a Jonin vest. They did not even see the change. Naruto watched as they leave. Why were they here? He thought to himself as he watched them. They had seen his face. To erase their memory now, he would have to erase his image out of their head. However, what if that is the reason why they came here? What if they told others about this? He would be the primary target. Naruto shrugged his shoulders. He could avoid this in more ways than one. With that, he made his way. As he learned that the Chunin exams were going to take place, he found another Jinchuriki. His name was Gara from what he got from context, but he seemed to be rather unstable. Naruto's gaze went towards his seal as he noticed the seal was weak, very weak, and the tail beast inside of him seemed to desire dominance more than anything. Its name is Shikaku, a stupid raccoon. A voice spoke up. Naruto turned as his sword was floating in the air. He stated multiple times that his blade was not normal. Naruto proceeded to place his hand on his sword and he was sucked inside. Naruto awakened to another dimension. He gazed towards the nine-tailed fox. He met the fox when he was, well, a baby essentially. It didn't take too long for Naruto to grant him his freedom. How to give it to him though? Naruto placed the fox inside of his spirit sword. He forged the sword from his very essence. He just had to expand the location. He then placed the fox inside. It was like an entire planet. Other wild animals, large beasts that he can fight and flex his power. All of it was secured inside of his spirit blade. Kurama told Naruto all about Shikaku. They were similar in their hatred of humans. Well, except for him. As Kurama was rather fond of Naruto, out of all of the others, being the only Jinchuriki to ever grant him his true freedom. As Naruto had stated before, he knew who his parents were, and that was because he met them. Flashback. After undoing the seal, which wasn't too hard, despite the seal being bound by the seal of the Shinigami itself, Naruto spent around 3 days analyzing it, and he forcefully broke it by severing the connection to his own body. Due to how powerful he was, the risk of death was never there. He had met Kurama from he was a baby, but he did this when he was around 2 years old. Their essence started to disappear due to him destroying the seal. However, Naruto was able to use his spiritual essence to force their chakra to stabilize. He was surprised. They were surprised. It was on that day Kushina and Minato learned how special their baby boy was. Minato also told him about the threat that night. The Nine Tails was being controlled. From what he could see, he could leave it all in Naruto's hands. And that is what he did. So yes, Naruto knew everything. He just pretended like he did not most times. In the flashback, as he stood within his dimension, he said goodbye to Kurama. Returning back to the outside world, Kurama was enjoying his life, away from humanity, away from those that will try to seal him. Despite being, sealed away somewhere, it wasn't exactly sealing to him. He was free, he could run wild. And it's not like this place was some sort of illusion. It was a physical place, tethered to Naruto's very, essence. As Naruto's source was something that was bound to beyond the universe. It was a power that he could use, that was above the rest, that was above many of the causality of this world. Naruto met the remaining members of Neji's team. It was Lee that challenged Sasuke, believing him to be the special one. However, Sasuke was able to read Lee's movements. He was a bit slower, but due to actively trying to outpace Naruto on several occasions, while Naruto did gradually hold back a lot. Sometimes he go beyond Sasuke's speed, so Sasuke was always ready to expect the unexpected. He's watched Naruto numerous times. He was never afraid. He never hesitated. He was never afraid to make any movements. It was like he was secure in knowing that he would always succeed. Sasuke hesitated sometimes, but that is what he desired, what Naruto have. The first test, Naruto did not intervene. He knew when to help and when to not. His team was fully capable of doing this by themselves, using their special gifts. He did the same as well. Passing through the first test was rather easy. Naruto saw the others. He had reunited with the others from the class. He wasn't a very talkative person, but they seemed to be aware of him. Team 8 was there, Guy's team and Team 10 as well, as they were all there to participate. Everyone seemed to be prepared and ready. As they went through, Naruto went out of his way to avoid any of the Kumo ninjas from seeing him, despite the fact that they were in the same room. Naruto was using diversion, constantly becoming invisible to their sight and moving around, at the same time becoming visible to his sight of people. It wasn't hard for him. His mind was operating on another level entirely. It would be much easier to simply wipe out his existence out of their mind. But the ramifications of that, he would have to go and find the others. And he just didn't want to. He did not like to toy with people's memories, especially if they weren't monsters, or unless it was absolutely necessary. And in this case, it was not. As they headed through the Forest of Death, the second test, gaining a scroll was not hard. After which though, Naruto's eyelid twitched. It was a sign of danger. It was a snake. A massive snake that first descended upon them. Sasuke did not hesitate as he went through hand sign. A fireball was emerged, but the snake was much too large. Naruto held his hand out and magnified Sasuke's attack. The snake was burned until it poofed away. The person above was intrigued by that, having witnessed it with their eyes. As Naruto looked up, he noticed me, she said, curious. Her hands moved so quickly. A wind style threatened to blow them all away. Yet none of them moved, because Naruto waved his hand and split it. He split the wind so fast that only she saw. Hinata's eyes really came into handy for Sasuke in this affair. She notified them the moment she saw the snake. She notified them of the Kunoichi watching, but Naruto was always aware, so the team was never in any true danger. My oh my, she said. What a gifted little team. Hinata moved towards them. Something is wrong with this girl. Her chakra, I don't understand, Hinata said. Seeing the abnormality, Naruto gazed towards the person. The face is an illusion, he said. Someone is trying to mess with us. She was shocked. Immediately she was between all of them. Now, putting a team like this together, the brains, the bronze, everything in between, I must say, is Konoha trying to create the next generation of monsters? She spoke casually as she stood between them, believing that they posed no threat. Her hand lashed out, intending on knocking the three of them away, until Naruto grabbed it though. You talk a lot, he said. Naruto backhanded her. For a moment, it seemed like nothing happened as his backhand was so slow. All the ears seemed to be knocked out of her though. She was sent through the trees at a speed of a literal blink. The forest of dead trees were colossal. She smashed through at least several of them as they came down. Let us go, said Naruto, looking towards his team as their eyes were wide, as he realized that he used a bit more power than he needed to. However, she's back, Hinata said, pushing Naruto out of the way as a sword erupted from the ground. Hinata had pushed him out of the way, but she was right in the path. But she wasn't able to push Naruto, he had already moved out of the way. None of them seemed to understand what happened, as Orochimaru was high in the sky. What happened was, Naruto had moved Sasuke and Hinata. Due to how similar the forests look, they believed that they were still standing where they were, but they were not. Not only did he move them, he kicked Orochimaru into the sky. Yet he was still standing beside them. However, it was how fast he was moving. Naruto was in mid-air. Orochimaru was stunned and confused. The blow had shattered bones all over him. You're stronger than I thought, said Naruto. He was calm as he was descending back down. You're able to take a few hits. Naruto's body split into several pieces. This was not a clone though. It was simply him moving from one spot to another, and he was moving back down to the ground, so they believed that he was still standing there. He hit Orochimaru around 20 times. As he grabbed his hand, he was so calm as he spoke the words, "Stay away from my team." Naruto threw him. The Sannin body combusted into flames as he was launched over the village. Naruto appeared back in his spot. Did you see where he go? Hinata said, as she believed that Naruto had moved. He ran away, it seems, Naruto said. Sasuke unable to pinpoint him either. They looked around unable to see him. Not one bit. Outside of the village, boom! He crashed violently. Orochimaru escaped from his own mouth. However, something was wrong. His body was supposed to be restored, but he had to do it again. And then again, the maximum of 3. Even then, he could not properly get to his feet. Somehow, Naruto blows It was the energy that Naruto was using, that were coating his hand. Yes, his spiritual energy. It go beyond the natural skin. Orochimaru was wounded deep, deep down due to his body's powerful healing form. To shed his skin, even that could not help him. The Sannin lie there, burn marks appearing on his face. Each blow carries so much friction and weight behind it. He couldn't understand. All Orochimaru saw was the flashes of the boy as the fist made contact. None of this made any sense. He transformed his lower half into a snake as he dig into the ground, slithering through as he dig through, using his technique. He had to get out of the opening area. He was heavily injured and it was taking him extremely long. Even a high-class Chunin could kill him right now, maybe even a bit less. As he scampered away, hiding, Naruto really did not know who that was, other than they were faking their face. But he really did not care that much. They tried to kill Hinata. Well, him, but she was stepping in the way. And it upset him. The mark on his neck, the seal. It flashed for a moment. Naruto could literally feel it deteriorating. The more he used his power, the more the seal weakened away. Too much of his power was coming out. The very universe itself placed a seal on him to ensure that the universe is kept in check, as Naruto was an anomaly that should not be born. Yes, his existence in this world did not make any sense. Thus the universe tried to correct it, but it failed. Gravely so. While it sealed away his power was so great. Even while contained, he was still so powerful. Time skip. Naruto was lying on top of the tower. He shouldn't be here, as he enjoyed his crispy spicy noodles. He really loved these things. He did not take them, he actually paid for all of them. Considering that Naruto could replicate anything, he could end, well, world hunger almost instantly by spreading his wealth, but that would make money useless. He thought about those things, but there were some things that he just did not desire to do. But he enjoyed these things, immensely so. These limited edition ones were top of the line. So wonderful. Hinata was looking for him, unable to find him, as he shouldn't be out here. He vanished away. Yes, he said, appearing behind her. Where did you... You know what? I'm not even going to ask, she said to him. She opened her mouth to say something, as Naruto felt the presence behind him, and Hinata was standing right there. Naruto turned, unable to hide his face. Samui gazed towards him, her team right behind her. A strange coincidence, Naruto thought to himself. She looked at him. She seemed rather shocked. She spent the entirety of the first test and the second along with her team searching for him, but there was absolutely no signs. To see him here now in the tower, their eyes met for just a moment as Amoy and Karu spoke up. They were talking to one another as Samui went along, passing Naruto, but she noticed him. She left soon after. Hinata looked at him confused. What was that? He waved it off as it was nothing, he said. However, they need to get going. Time skip. The others gather. Majority of the Konoha teams had made it. All of the rookie from their graduation. Team 8. They stood with Shino, Kiba, and Sakura. Team 9 was Team Guy. Team 10 Shikamaru, Ino, and Choji. They'd all made it there. They were going to participate in Preliminaries, facing off against one another. There was a lot of people there. They need to thin down the numbers. Hinata was surprised as she saw two people from her clan. They weren't supposed to be here. She supposed they were here to watch exactly what is going to happen. Well, her growth. Reporting back not just to her father but directly to the elders. Naruto noticed her shift. She tried to remain calm though, keeping her emotions in check. Neji was here as well. He gave her an approving nod. She nodded back. As the match started out, Sasuke Uchiha was first. His opponent was less than nothing to him. He tried to steal Sasuke's chakra but it would not work. Sasuke was simply much too faster. As the rest of the matches took place, Naruto simply focused on eating. Choji came over, smelling the amazing aroma. He was out of chips. Choji desired more, as he had finished his back in the exam. However, he has never tasted that one before that Naruto was eating. No, it was a special noodle, he realized. What's that? He said, his eyes glistening. Naruto hid it behind his back. What are you talking about? He said. That, Choji said, looking behind Naruto, but there was nothing there. Kakashi Hatake blinked. Naruto placed the chips behind his back and they seemed to just vanish. As he was standing directly behind Naruto, Choji searched all around Naruto, even raising his shirt as Naruto stood there casually, but Choji found nothing. Wondering if he was seeing things, he returned back to his team disappointed. Naruto sank off to the corner and pulled the bag back out of where? As he resumed eating. Still so many mysteries, Kakashi thought to himself as he watched Naruto. As the matches proceed, Hinata's name was finally called. Her opponent was Yuri Akudo, a member of Kabuto's teammate Kabuto who had given up despite being so close. When the match began, he used his dexterity of his body to try to overwhelm her and overcome her. He could stretch his form, making his body almost elastic with chakra, as it seems like her gentle fist would be useless against him. However, he was wrong. She targeted the space where his chakra fluctuates. The match ended in 1 minute and 12 seconds exactly. Hinata saw the pattern almost instantly, evading his first strikes, showing just how much faster she had become. Kakashi stood there proud, just like how he was proud of Sasuke. When she struck those points, his body stiffened up as he collapsed, the chakra trying to come out and being forced back in. He collapsed on the ground as he was taken to the infirmary. The two members did not show an ounce of emotion as they watched. Neji smiled at her though. He seemed rather proud. She smiled back. Neji dominated his fight. Samui proved to be just as special as she was stated to be. Her fight ended in 50 seconds. The Kumo ninjas were special indeed. Naruto's name was finally called. It was against Dosu, the leader of the Sound team. As the match began, Dosu goaded Naruto to attack him. What's wrong? Scared, he said, in that dark tone of his. No, not really. Kakashi noticed that the Sound team sensei was not here. That was odd. Yes, it was. Naruto calmly approached. His calm walk confused many. It seems like he wasn't in a fight, something that always concerned or confused Sasuke. It was the casualness that he moved with. The moment Naruto was close enough, those who knew that it was over as he swung his hand, expecting Naruto to dodge, but instead Naruto grabbed the gauntlet. Dosu raised the other hand and passed Naruto's ears. It was over. Dosu expected Naruto to fall. However, nothing happened. What the hell? The sound waves were directly targeting the eardrum, knocking off equilibrium so that he could take out his opponents. What the hell was going on? Naruto raised his fist and threw it. Those who saw how puny and weak it was, he raised his hand to knock it away. Unfortunately though, the bones in his hand break. They broke instantly, which made him lower his head as Naruto accidentally punched him across the face instead of in the chest to send the force all over his body that would just throw him back to the wall. Naruto was trying his best to weaken himself. There's a reason why Naruto didn't participate in certain things, especially when it came to practice and training with his team. He always find a way to do something else or move in a way so that he wouldn't have to attack. As weak as he tried to make his attacks, his body had this considerable amount of force, but this was low enough. Well, he thought it was, when those who hit into the wall nearly head first. However, Naruto cushioned his blow. He sent out a gust so fast, it moved as a cushion so that his head would not be split open. Others watched in clear confusion. Even the Jonin senseis questioned what just happened, because Naruto did not build up any momentum. Many of them gazed towards Kakashi. Even Hiruzen was confused on the matter. Naruto looked up. However, he could feel the girl's eyes, Samui, boring into his back. He pretended like nothing just happened, as Dosu was taken away to the infirmary. Even while he seemed normal, spiritual energy was still constantly flowing through him. Yes, it was still flowing through him. His body produced it and mastered it. He brought it out whenever he needed an extra boost, like leaping into the sky in a fraction of a second. Speaking of that, Orochimaru lay, as his body was restoring itself very slowly. His superiority, possessive, intensely experimented form that was meant to heal within seconds. His body was so mentally, as his mind itself seemed to be suffering effects and physically damaged from simple blows. It was insane. However, Naruto's simple blows were not that simple. Pissed off by Orochimaru almost injuring Hinata, he released a bit more power than he normally did, and Orochimaru was now suffering the effects. However, Naruto has just made himself prime target. Not even Sasuke was on his mind right now, only Naruto. But what was he doing? Sitting down and eating the spicy noodles. That was all. But given how powerful he was, there was always a side effect of using his power. And for the first time, he used it in a way that he's never done before. As even on that day when the sky changed, Naruto did not, cause that. It was the universe sealing him. His power could be sensed because it was abnormal. Those amongst the elemental nation did not possess the advanced traits to sense it. But scouts from other planets could. Those that devour and enjoy power itself. That is odd. A voice spoke. As a strange man was hovering near the elemental nation, his white cloak, as he stood there, suspended, curious. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see the next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification stay posted. But I'm off now. Peace, guys.